Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is CK with CK's Antics National Holidays. Today is Sunday, December 6th. I hope you've had a good weekend. And guess what? It is St. Nicholas Day. So if you celebrate St. Nicholas, I hope you found some money in your shoe this morning. Maybe some candy, depending. I'm not sure. Maybe your St. Nicholas drops off something other than money. But hopefully a little money too. It never hurts to have some extra kizash. It's always good. Anyways, let's get into today's national holidays. So, we have Put On Your Own Shoes Day, National Gazpacho Day, National Miners Day, and St. Nicholas Day, which I kind of briefly mentioned, but don't worry, we'll get into that a little bit later. So, let's find out what this Put On Your Own Shoes Day is all about. Well, first of all, let's talk about shoes and the history of shoes. So, 1250 BC to 476 BC, the first shoes started to be made. And they were made from simple material that you could find, like papyrus and leaves and just, kind of raw material that's available. That's where shoes initially started. Then in 1760, there was actually the invention of a sewing machine specifically for shoes. Kind of cool. And then in the 1800s, they actually started making shoes specifically for your left foot and your right foot. Because up until then, it didn't really matter. So I thought that was kind of cool. But anyways, where does this Put On Your Own Shoes Day come from? Well, to be honest with you, they didn't know. They didn't really have any history about where it came from, who put it in there, what made it a thing. So they said, you know what? We're still going to keep it. And really, it's just going to be about celebrating you and your shoes. So find out, putting on your own favorite shoe maybe today. Celebrating your kids or your nephew, your niece, your grandkids, putting on their own shoes. That's a big step, being able to put on your own shoes. So those kind of things. Celebrate those little wins when we talk about shoes. And of course, you could buy shoes, whatever. Just enjoy putting on your own shoes today. All right, next we're going to talk about Gazpacho. I just like saying it. Gazpacho. Gazpacho. Anyways, what is gazpacho? Well, it's basically cold tomato soup. But here's some little minor history behind there. So in the 8th century, that's where it pretty much originates from, in the Ottoman Empire. It comes from like an Arabic type background. In 1492, Christopher did sail the ocean blue, but primarily why it's here is because he apparently sailed with barrels of gazpacho. So he really, really loved his gazpacho. In the 19th century, the tomato base that we kind of pretty much know as gazpacho today is where it originated from in the 19th. Where it started is in the 19th century, and it hasn't changed much since then. And then, just for some fun, interesting facts, if you are a Golden Girls fan, Blanche, in 1985, in one of the episodes, said she did not like gazpacho. Oh my goodness. It's a shame. Who doesn't like gazpacho? Do you like gazpacho? Let me know. I just like saying gazpacho. Anyways, we'll move on to National Miners Day. So this is about celebrating miners and understanding the type of hard work that they truly do have. It is not an easy job by any stretch of the means. So they certainly deserve kind of a day for themselves, because it is an extremely risky job and profession. So National Miners Day, and actually National Miners Day was made into a holiday on November 4th of the first time it was celebrated, 2003, I think. So kind of recently-ish. 2003 or 2009. One of those, but fairly recent, in the 2000s. So that's kind of interesting. And if you're looking for movies about miners or mining type stories, here are 5: Portland County, USA, The Miner's Hymn, The Pennsylvania Miner's Story, Little Accidents, and North Country. Also, not on this list, but kind of more of a fun, interesting one, and it's not really a story about miners or a mining story, but there is a little couple sections about mining, and that is in Zoolander. If you remember, Zoolander himself came from a mining community, and his father and his brother were both miners. So there's your little mining kind of fun facts. And finally, St. Nicholas Day. So, like I said earlier, today is Sunday, December 6th. If you woke up this morning and you had put your shoes out the night before and you found some money and possibly candy and goodies in your shoe, that means St. Nicholas dropped by. So yeah, so St. Nicholas was born in 270 AD. He passed away in 343 AD. Of course, he wasn't born a saint. He actually earned sainthood because of the deeds that he did. So he actually would sell his own things to help the needy and the poor. And by doing so, he would actually leave them money in their shoes. So over at night, he would drop off money in their shoes, because back then it was tradition to leave your shoes outside. You don't want to bring in like the dirt and all that kind of stuff. So your shoes were left outside. So he would then put goodies, especially money, in your shoes, and he became a saint. And he helped a lot of people, to include one family where the father, who had 3 daughters, just didn't have the money to pay for the whole wedding dowry, all the, the hoopla, the dresses, paying for the foods and all that kind of stuff that goes into, getting ready for a wedding. So St. Nicholas actually did so by supported and paid for the wedding dowry of all 3 of this gentleman's, his daughters, by leaving sticks of gold in the shoes of them overnight. So that was kind of cool. And then after he passed away, he was buried in Myra, and in 1087 St. Nicholas' bones were actually moved to Baria, Italy. And then in the 1100s, the French nuns started giving out candy and gifts to the needy children on feast day, which is also another term for today, St. Nicholas Day or feast day. But that is the story about St. Nicholas. So if you are celebrating today, I wish you a happy St. Nicholas Day, and I hope you found some money in your shoes. Now, we're done talking about national holidays, but we still have CK's Antics _December fun happening, and Vlogmas 2020. Vlogmas, I think I've said this before, but really it's about taking vlog and Christmas and merging those two together to come up with Vlogmas and talk about vlogging holiday related things to get you in the holiday Christmas spirit. So I'm helping you by giving you 31 prompts, one for each day. But you don't have to vlog. That's why I call this CK's Antics _December fun, because I want you to get creative. If you didn't catch my live last night, I talked about how I think it's important to not let our creativity die. And I think every single one of us is creative. And I want to make sure that we kind of take the time to just be creative throughout the day. So to get us in the holiday spirit and everything, here's something I want to do to help you, 1, get in the holiday spirit, and 2, just tap into your creativity. Especially as adults, we may not do that often, or as often as we should. I think we all should be creative every single day, honestly. And especially with today's technology, if you want to do something like artsy and stuff, you don't have to be a graphic designer. You don't have to have years and hours of training or anything, because there are so many applications and stuff out there, both on your phone as well as on your computer, to help you manipulate photos and videos and all that kind of stuff to kind of make really cool stuff. So anyways, this here is about being creative and tapping into that creativity, and don't let yourself be confined, because you have the ability to think way outside the box and be It really is. It's about being creative. Don't just take the word, peppermint. Like I made a peppermint drink. It inspired me to make a peppermint drink. So it wasn't artsy that I did. I didn't draw. I didn't have to sculpt or anything like that. I didn't write a poem I was like, hey, you know what? This has inspired me to find a holiday drink with peppermint. And I did. So that's kind of what I want you to do, is just think outside the box. Don't just think reindeer and take a picture of a reindeer or paint a reindeer. Try to expand your imagination, because there are no boundaries when it comes to our imagination. All right, I'm gonna get off my soapbox. If you want to join me, please do so. If you do, use the hashtag cksantics_DecemberFun. And if you do want to do the vlogging part, which is the video stuff, then go ahead and do that too. Use hashtag Vlogmas. And of course, if you want me to see it, tie it to me, hashtag ck's_Vlogmas, and I'll find it that way. So please join me. I'm having a lot of fun, and I hope you do too. And I'm giving you the prompt, so you don't even have to think of the word. You just get to go and be creative with the word that I give you. And speaking of which, for today, your prompt is reindeer. All right, that's all I have for today. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something new. And if you are enjoying these videos, please give me a like, hit subscribe, smash that button. That way you get notified when I go live, when I drop something new. And honestly, it helps with the whole metrics behind my channel. So it really do appreciate it, especially with the subscribe. Really want to get those subscribe numbers up, because then once I hit 100, I can actually have a vanity type URL. So that's really cool. All right. Thanks again. Have a great day. And I'll see you all right back here tomorrow for another round of ck's Antics National Holidays. Bye-bye.